Today, I will be teaching a lesson for second grade science that meets the Oregon State Standards of SLS 2.1. Good morning, scientists. Today, our big question is, do plants need sunlight and water to grow? Now, before we begin, I want you to think back to the last time you saw a plant. Maybe it was at your home, at a garden, at a park, or even outside our very own school. Now, have any of you had the opportunity to take care of a plant before? Raise your hand if you had. Amazing, amazing. So many of you have had the chance to take care of a plant. That's awesome. What type of plant was it? Fantastic. I'm hearing some of our friends have had the chance to take care of some flowers, a vegetable garden, and even a few of you have answered that you've taken care of some trees. That's great. Now, what did you do to help keep these plants alive? Great, great. Some of you answered that you watered these plants, that you made sure that they had soil, that you made sure that they had enough sunlight so they could grow big and strong. That's fantastic. Taking care of plants makes us scientists already. Great. Now, I want you to take a look at these two plants. What do you notice about them? What kind of differences do you see? Right. This one is green, healthy, and tall, while this one is brown and droopy. Why do you think one is healthy and strong and the other is brown and droopy? Hmm. Great answers. Great answers. Now, let's find out if plants really need sunlight and water to grow together. Plants need many things to grow, but two very important ones are sunlight and water. Plants use sunlight the same way that we use food. Sunlight gives them energy so that they can grow big and strong. Plants have a special ability to turn sunlight into their own food through a process called photosynthesis. Now that's a big word. Let's clap it out together. Photosynthesis. Amazing, amazing. When plants don't get enough sunlight, what do you think might happen? Those are some great predictions, some great predictions. They become pale, weak, and can't make their own food. They might grow tall, but they look very thin and unhealthy. Or they could even stop growing altogether. Plants also need water. Water helps plants stay firm and upright. It also helps the plant move nutrients throughout its body. What do you think happens when a plant doesn't get enough water? Hmm, those are some great answers. Yes, yes. Some of you remembered earlier what the plant looked like, the brown and droopy one. Great predictions, great predictions. Yes, it dries out and droops. Its leaves might get crispy or dry, and they could even fall off. Without sunlight, they don't get food. And without water, they could get thirsty. So I want you to remember this: sunlight equals food and energy, and water equals strength and health. Now, let's pretend that we are running an experiment. I have 3 plants. 2, 3. Each one will get treated a little differently. Plant A will get sunlight and water every single day. Plant B will get only water and no sunlight. And plant C will get only sunlight and no water. What do you think would happen to these 3 plants after a few days? Let's take a few minutes and talk to a neighbor next to you. Now that we've had a few minutes to talk to a neighbor, let's share a few ideas. Amazing, amazing. You guys had some great ideas and came up with some amazing predictions with your partners. These predictions help us think like scientists. Scientists always make predictions before they test out an idea. Next, I want you to show what you have learned. So, I want you all to take out a piece of paper and something to draw with. We're going to draw 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3. The very first box you draw, I want you to label as plant with sun and water. The very first box, label it plant with sun and water. All right, all right. Now, the second box, we're going to label as plant with no water. That's plant with no water. Amazing, amazing. It looks like you guys are almost done. Great, great. Now, the very third, last box, I want you to label as plant with no sunlight. That's plant with no sunlight. Now, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes, and inside these boxes, I want you to draw what you were predicting earlier would happen to our 3 plants in a few days if they didn't get. Plant A gets watered and gets sunlight every day. Plant B gets no sunlight, only water, and plant C gets only sunlight and no water. Fantastic. It looks like most of you are done. I'm seeing all of you guys putting down your pencils. When you're done, why don't you go ahead and give me a thumbs up? Let's see. Great. It looks like everybody is giving me a thumbs up. They're ready. Okay, now let's share some of our ideas. Who would like to tell me what they think happened to each plant? Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah, yeah. So I'm seeing that some of you think that plant A will be big and strong, like the first plant that I showed you. And I'm seeing that a lot of friends are agreeing that plant C is going to get dried out and droopy because it's only getting sunlight and not any water. And I'm seeing a few of you have some different ideas on plant 2, on what would happen if it didn't get any sunlight. We'll have to talk about that one a little bit more later. All right, now I want to check to see what we have learned today. Show me a thumbs up if you think plants need sunlight to grow. Great, great. Now, give me a thumbs up if you think plants need water to grow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Without sunlight and water, plants can't grow the way that they are supposed to. You now know exactly what helps a plant grow big and strong. Way to go, scientists.